10 seconds remaining in the power play. Perreault over the line. Gates to the top of the circle. Watch there, gives it to Orr. Orr winds up, the shot. Hits a player in front and goes wide. As Posar returns to the ice, here's Esposito. He couldn't get a hold of it. Bobby Hull checked by Augusta. Keuchel and Hull hold it against the boards.
Team Canada is starting to do well what they did last Thursday night in their loss to the Czechs, and that is use the points very, very effectively and then jam up the front of the net. And every time that happens, and when the shot is taken, there's a real good chance of that shot ending up in a goal, because it can either go in directly or by virtue of a screen or by a deflection, and the goaltender has very, very little chance.
And a good example of that right there, Ken, with that scramble in front, and Zorilla really at his mercy. Posar behind his own goal, leaves it there for Dvorak, number 9. Out to center now. Here's Stastny racing down the left side, in over the Team Canada line. Lapointe takes him out of the play, but he gets the puck again. Stastny on the far side to Marion Stastny, and Halupa tries to keep it in. Bobby Clark to Leach. He's checked. Backhand shot, and Vachon stops that. Here's Peter Stastny getting a shot. Clark breaks his stick. Barber on the far side. Scoops it to the blue line and out. Peter Stastny goes after it, but it was forwarded ahead with the glove, and there'll be a face-off with 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining in the second period. Canada on goals by Perreault and Esposito lead Czechoslovakia 2-1. The Czechoslovakian goal coming here in the second period by Milan Novi. And for Novi, his 5th goal of the Canada Cup competition. This is the second game of the best-of-3 final. Czechoslovakia lost the opener on Monday, 6-0. Lapointe inside his own line. Check. Here's a chance for Peter Stastny, a shot, and it goes wide. Lapointe takes it off the boards. Gainey tries to get it out, kept in by Halupa. And Czechoslovakia almost getting it. Puzar is dumped at center. Here's Sittler going over the line with Gainey. Gainey gets set. Over to Lapointe. Lapointe in front. What a save as McDonald was set up in front. And Zorilla robbing Lanny McDonald.
Vladimir Zorilla is a very experienced goaltender, and it was shown very, very well on that occasion. Here we see the play developing with Darryl Sittler coming down, passing to Bob Gainey, who flips it back to Lapointe and then across the crease to Lanny McDonald. But Zorilla read that play in advance, anticipated very well, and covered up.
Vladimir Zorilla, the 34-year-old refrigerator repairman from Czechoslovakia, has certainly been in top form since replacing Holacek in this game. Savard at the blue line, slaps it into the corner again. Pospisil knocks Sittler down. We have 57 seconds remaining in the second period. It comes to the blue line, kept in though by Lapointe and Pospisil. Dmikosh at center. Long pass for Augusta behind him, and it's offside against Czechoslovakia with 47 seconds remaining here in the second period. There's a look at number 16, Joseph Augusta. He's 5'10", 183 pounds.
He's a very, very effective left winger for them. Although he's a right-hand shot, he does play left wing, and he was the one who set up Novi for the winning goal last Thursday night.
So far in the second period, 1 offside each against Czechoslovakia and Canada. And time ticking away with 38 seconds remaining. Lapointe behind his own net. Robinson couldn't get it out. Kept in, or has it in front of his own goal. Slaps it off the boards and down into the Czechoslovakian zone. Larry Robinson racing after it, and it's icing against Team Canada with 25 seconds left. As Orr set that one down, slapping it off the boards.
As has happened a few times in this series, Larry Robinson is out playing left wing. He's a good defensive left winger, as would seem quite logical. And Larry likes to play left wing. He likes to be involved in the play, and he becomes a very, very effective forechecker.
25 seconds remaining. Canada 2, Czechoslovakia 1. A key face-off here in the Team Canada zone. Ivan Hlinka will take the face-off. He has Martinez on the right. And dropping back is Yuri Holick, number 20. John D'Amico, the linesman, getting set to drop the puck. Clark wins the face-off, and Bobby Orr at his own line. A pass to Robinson. He's checked by Bubla. Zorilla way out of the net, off the board. Here's his shot. And luckily for Czechoslovakia, that shot by Robinson hit a player. Here's Holick in over the line, overskates it, then takes it again offside. And Yuri Holick, number 20 for Czechoslovakia, became a proud papa yesterday. His wife had a baby boy born in Prague, Czechoslovakia yesterday, and that's a little boy to go along with the young daughter that Yuri Holick has, and he was very happy today knowing that he'd become a father yesterday. 8 seconds with the face-off outside the Team Canada line. Orr has it inside the blue line to Bill Barber, checked by Holick, and it's cleared right back in with 1 second. There goes the siren, and the second period is over, and Canada holding on to a 2-1 lead.
Very different period than the first period. We left the first period with the thought that Team Canada was on the verge of scoring the next goal to go ahead 3-0. The Czechs have scored, and now it is a very, very close hockey game with the result very much in doubt.
While Perreault and Esposito scoring for Canada, Novi scoring the goal for Czechoslovakia. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV.
1-goal margin.
Of the 20 shots, he's handled 18 of the Team Canada shots in the game. And we have the third period underway. Right from the draw, it's taken by Augusta. In over the line, gets by Orr, but overskated the puck. Orr checks him. Novi gets a shot from the side, and Barber back for Canada. Up to center, going in with Leach off the boards right in front. Zorilla takes the puck, feeds it into the corner. Bouncing puck in front, Clark gets a shot, and Pospisil stops that. Orr keeps it in. Reg Leach behind the goal. Koch knocks it off the boards, but not out. Bobby Clark fighting with Augusta. Finally, Novi clears it to center ice. Clark slaps it back down inside the Czechoslovakian line where Pospisil has it. Watched by Gilbert Perreault. Out to Novi. Outside the blue line, and it's Bobby Hull. Hull leaves it there for Dennis Potvin. We've played 57 seconds in the third period, and it's icing against Team Canada. 59 seconds have gone here in the third period.
Team Canada has worked very hard through training camp, through all of the games, but this is their hardest task right now. It's always most difficult to take that final step and deliver the knockout blow to an opponent. And if they have the lead in the game, or in the series rather, 1-0, 2-1 in the game, they've got to at least tie this last 20 minutes. And this is against a Czechoslovakian team that took away a bit of the pace of the play in the second period.
Dennis Potvin getting the puck right from the face-off, checked by Ivan Hlinka. Bubla keeps it in. Here's a chance for Hlinka right in front. And he just couldn't get his stick on the puck as he was left alone in front of Ashon. And Ivan Hlinka, during that intermission, was talking to CTV's Johnny Esau and a few other press people. And Ivan Hlinka said, as the team was skating back on the ice, he says, no concern, we'll score 2 goals and win this game 3-2, and he almost had a goal there.
He certainly did. He made a good move. I think part of the problem in his inability to handle the puck there was his very radically hooked stick. He was able to stick handle from the forehand very well, but once it got to the backhand, it seemed to roll off and wide.
Canada 2 and Czechoslovakia 1. The face-off to the left of Rogi Vachon. And it's taken by Marcel Dion. Off the boards, Bubla takes a swipe at it. It goes down the ice. It'll be icing if it goes over Keuchel, but it's waved off as the official thought Keuchel could have got to it before it went over the line. Hull against the boards, held there, and Bubla ties him up for that faceoff. Czechoslovakia has not iced the puck since the first period. Canada has iced the puck a total of 8 times in the game, including 5 times in the second period and once so far in the third period. 1 minute and 33 seconds have been played in the third period. Canada 2 and Czechoslovakia 1. Esposito got the puck momentarily, but it was whistled down because the faceoff was not done fairly, so they'll all line up again. To the right of goaltender Vladimir Zurilla, the 34-year-old veteran in goal for Czechoslovakia. Robinson back to Esposito. He has trouble with it. Racing over for it. Borjak gets it momentarily. Halupa lost it. In behind the net, Lafleur tries to get it in front. Esposito fighting for possession. Peter Mahavlis goes in to help out along with Lafleur. And it's cleared out to center ice. Too far for Marion Stastny. And it's Robinson. Guy Lafleur over the line. Borjak checks him. And it's Halupa, number 5, behind his own goal for Czechoslovakia. Halupa, long pass to his own blue line. Robinson runs into Stastny. It's taken to Puzar. Puzar wind-up, scores! Puzar! As he caught Vachon on the glove side with that high shot. And it's a 2-2 tie.
Canada seemed to get caught a little bit and allowed Puzar to take a shot. It was a reasonably long shot, but a very hard one, and not an easy one at all for Vachon.
There it is with Puzar tying it up at 2-2. And still plenty of time left here in the game. Gainey at the Czechoslovakian line, and it's offside as the puck went sailing over the board and hit a policeman behind the Czechoslovakian bench. And let's pick up the announcement here on the goal.
Czechoslovakia's goal scored by number 23, Yaroslav Puzar. Assist number 18, Mirjan Stastny. And number 5, Milan Chalupa. At 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
2 minutes and 14 seconds, the time of the goal, and it's a 2-2 tie. Back comes Czechoslovakia. Down the ice it goes into the corner, and it's icing against Czechoslovakia.
There you see Dr. Starshi, who is the coach of the Czechoslovakian team, the former coach of the Slovan Bratislava team in the Czechoslovakian League. A team that has produced such players as Vaclav Nedomansky, now of the Birmingham Bulls, and players also such as Vladimir Zurilla and Ivan Halinka.
And from the face-off, it's in behind the Czechoslovakian goal, cleared up to center ice where Dennis Potvin in turn gives it to Daryl Sittler. Pospisil breaks it up, and Chernik will try. Chernik leaves it for Pospisil. Over the line, a shot, and Vachon steers that to the corner. Lanny McDonald misses the check. At his own line, clears it to an open wing. Gainey comes back for it. Into Guy Lapointe. Back to Potvin, to Gainey. Takes it off the boards, then had trouble with it. McCott in over the line. It's offside as Augusta, number 16, was way in on the right side.
The best thing that Team Canada can do at the very moment is just put this game in a little bit of perspective. Although they had a 2-0 lead, and although the Czechs have come back to tie it 2-2, it still is a tie hockey game. They are not behind. They are, I'm sure, psychologically down at the moment, but it still is a tie game, and with plenty of time to win this hockey game.
On the draw, it's back to Bobby Orr. Both teams are at full strength, and it's taken by Serge Savard. Cleared into the Czechoslovakian zone. Yuri Holick goes in against Clark and Leach. It's dumped out in front, intercepted by Martinez. Martinez, a long pass to Halinka. In over the line, drops it back. Holick gets a shot, and Orr stops that. Right in front as Bobby Clark had it knocked off his stick, and Vachon forced to make a save. Holick tries to keep it in. Checked by Leach. Now Halinka will try. At his own line. Ivan Halinka. We've played exactly 4 minutes. Here's Barber's shot, and Zurilla stops that. Halinka at the line. Checked by Bobby Clark. Savard just clears it right back into the Czechoslovakian zone. Yuri Holick, number 20, behind his own goal. Watched by Leach. Leaves it for Bubla. Gilbert Perreault checking him. Grabs the stick. Holick gets the pass, and he circles around. Holick by Perreault to Halinka. Halinka to Martinez. Off the boards on the far side. Watched by Bobby Hull and Orr. Halinka takes Hull against the boards. Orr goes in and ties up Martinez, and we have a face-off.
Ivan Holenko was guilty of a very poor play in his own end there. He had the puck off to the side in his own end, made a cross-ice pass that was intercepted in the middle of the ice, which is something that absolutely should not be done, and certainly not at this level of competition.
Peter Stastny, number 26, will take this face-off now against Gilbert Perreault as we look at the co-coaches, the Czechoslovakian coach, and, of course, Scotty Bowman, the coach of Team Canada. Borjak behind his own goal, a pair of nines. Bobby Hull checking him. Now Dion goes in, knocks the puck loose. Pozar will try it. He just clears it out to center to Stastny. Stastny going over the line. In with Peter Stastny on the far side, and Perreault intercepts. Back comes Gilbert Perreault down the right side. Gets by Pozar right in front. Cirilla stops it. The puck slides to the net. Without in. The referee says no goal. Referee says no goal. And Cirilla in goal is getting up slowly.
It appears as if Cirilla injured his right knee in that collision. Gilbert Perreault cut around the defense and was upended. It's a very dangerous play, and a play in which the goaltender is really out of control and at the mercy of the player. And often what happens, as almost happened in that play, is that the puck will slide to the goaltender, and then the puck will be driven into the net by the sliding player. Here's Perreault flying down the right wing as he has done all night, goes around Pozar, out of control, slides into Cirilla, and Cirilla was very, very fortunate to keep that puck in front of him and out of the net.
So the score remains 2-2, and we've played 5 minutes here in the third period. Hull slaps at the puck. Lapointe gets a piece of it, tries to give it to Marcel Dion, and Milan Novi breaks away. Novi's pass hits Lapointe and Marcel Dion. Tries to give it to Perreault. Too far for him. Mikaj to Chernik. Chernik, number 14, over the Team Canada line, gets a shot, and Vachon clears that out. Pospisil had his shot blocked by Guy Lapointe. Back to Pospisil in front, intended there for Chernik, and back comes Lapointe to Hull. Hull over the line, tries to give it to Dion, and Augusta intercepts. Augusta clears it down the ice, back into the Team Canada corner. Dennis Potvin goes back for an enticing against Czechoslovakia. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Face-off will be to the right of Vladimir Cirilla in goal for Czechoslovakia, and Holenka gets the draw back to Bubla. Bubla of Czechoslovakia clears it outside the blue line that hit Peter Mahavlich. Esposito deflects it back to the Czechoslovakian line where Yuri Holik has it. To Milan Keuchel. Keuchel runs into Guy Lafleur. Esposito goes in to help out. Puck is still loose behind the net. Lafleur's up with it, tries to get it in front. Czechoslovakian player falls. Keuchel along with Esposito. Mahavlich left it there, goes after the puck again. Keuchel knocks him flat, and there will be a penalty to Czechoslovakia for elbowing, I believe, as Keuchel ran into Peter Mahavlich. And there's the Czechoslovakian coaching staff, Dr. Jan Starcy. So a penalty to Czechoslovakia.
There's the penalty there. It was a very heavy hit by Keuchel. It really requires a heavy hit to upend Peter Mahavlich that way.
So Team Canada on the power play now. They send out Peter Mahavlich, Esposito, Guy Lafleur. They remain out there. Orr and Potvin on defense. Martinet will take this face-off. And here's the announcement on the penalty.
Team Czechoslovakia's penalty, number 17, Milan Kashkil. 2 minutes for...
Back to Bobby Orr. His shot hits a player in front. Knocked down. Esposito will try. Back to Bobby Orr. Returns it to Esposito. Esposito at the side in front, deflected wide. Keuchel for elbowing at 16-18 here of the third period. Or rather, 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Back comes Guy Lafleur. Lafleur over the line. Into the corner. Misses a check, and Bobby Orr lost it. Holik. Watched by Peter Mahavlich. Clears it to Halupa. Halupa. And Bobby Orr intercepts. Orr coming back for Canada. to Potvin. Potvin will try. To the Czechoslovakia line and over. Wahavlich, number 20, tries to drop it back. Still has it. In front, knocked down. And it's taken by the Czechoslovakian player Martinez. Over to Borjak. In behind the goal he goes. The puck at the side. And here comes Bobby Orr. Long pass for Lafleur, knocked down. Martinez got a piece of it. Orr will try again. In over the line with Esposito. He's done. And Martinez backhands the puck up over the boards and out of play. With 37 seconds remaining in the penalty to Keuchel. And 2 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the first 10 minutes of the third period.
Bobby Orr making another rush, and he's upended fairly heavily there. And whenever Bobby Orr is upended that way, any arena always seems to go into a great hush because you can never be sure what's going to happen.
And from the draw, Halupa behind his own goal. Bobby Hull takes it, a shot. Scores! Rebound, Bobby Clark. That's his first goal of the Canada Cup Series. Bobby Clark on the rebound, and the bench empty to congratulate Clark.
Bobby Hull was allowed to come out in front of the net with a puck, took the shot. Zarila meant to save. The rebound went to Clark, who put it through his legs. Here it is again. There's Hull coming out in front, turning around, letting the shot go. And there's the rebound. Very little space, but through. And a 3-2 lead.
This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Welcome back to the Montreal Forum. Bernie Pascal and Ken Dryden. And it's Canada 3, Czechoslovakia 2. Clark on a power play goal. His first goal of the series. Clark from Bobby Hull and Gilbert Perrault at 7 minutes and 48 seconds. And we have 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Mikosh, a long pass to Augusta, broken up by Leach. Back into the Czechoslovakian zone. It's icing against Team Canada.
It's from that area that Bobby Clark is his most dangerous. He does not have a very strong shot, but he always places himself right around the goal crease. And he's very tenacious, as everyone knows, and he's excellent from that kind of close range. He's able to fend off defensemen and take shots.
And there's Bobby Clark taking the face-off against Novi. Leach breaks away to Bill Barber. Barber's long shot, and Zarilla stops that. In front, Pospisil to Chernik. Novi back to Chernik. In over the line, drops it back. Novi takes the puck, then overskates it, and Daryl Sittler. Back for Canada. Off the board. Zarilla watches it go behind the net. Leach drops it back for Savard. Too far for him, and it goes all the way down the ice. 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Canada 3, Czechoslovakia 2. Martinez in over the Canada line, watched by Lanny McDonald. McDonald falls. Martinez loses his stick. Lapointe and Sittler try to get it out. Augusta ties them up. Now Lapointe will try from the other side. Point off the boards to center ice. Race for it. Sittler and Keuchel gets there first. 55 seconds remaining now in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Keuchel behind his own goal for Czechoslovakia to Bubla. Long rink-wide pass there for Yuri Holick. In over the line, drops it back, gets the return pass. Oh, and he overskated the puck. He just couldn't get his stick on it as he was set up perfectly. What a play that was. Martinez, he's checked, and Daryl Sittler clears it down the ice. Czechoslovakia missing a glorious opportunity there of tying it up. 24 seconds remain. Kalinka at center ice, going over the Team Canada line. Gives it to Stastny, back to Bubla. Returns it to Stastny in front to Holick. And McDonald intercepts. 10 seconds. Down the ice it goes, and Zarilla watches it closely. Bubla with 5 seconds. In front of his own goal, backhands it to center to Alinka. There goes the siren. And the first 10 minutes of the third period is over. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Heading into the final 10 minutes now of the third period with Canada leading Czechoslovakia 3-2. And the final 10 minutes of the third period underway. Orr at center. Hit by the referee Dahlberg, clears it off the boards into the corner, and the whistle goes. Reminder that the individual winners of the Toyota Celikas for the outstanding players on the teams will be announced at the completion of the best-of-3 final series. 2 additional Toyotas will be awarded to the top players on both Canada and Czechoslovakia. That'll be announced at the end of the series. Of course, other winners have included Matti Hagman of Finland, Robbie Patorik of the United States, Borja Salming of Sweden, and goaltender Vladislav Tretiak of the Soviet Union. 9 minutes and 44 seconds remain to be played here in the third period. Kozar behind his own goal, right in front of the net. Stachny had it momentarily, then lost it. Hull gives it to Orr. Orr to Marcel Dion. Borjak lost it. Peter Stachny will try. Hull takes it away from him and sets up Perreault on the far side. He just slaps at it. It goes wide of the net. Borjak behind the net, hits Perreault. And now Peter Stachny will try. Gets by Dion. Head to Kozar. Hull checks him. Slaps it off the boards. And here's Halupa trying to get it out. As Czechoslovakia hemmed in, they finally break away with Kozar. Kozar, watched by Bobby Orr. Stop. Gets the puck again, intercepted by Bobby Hull. At center, Dion with Perreault. And the pass didn't get over. Orr tries it again, but Perreault was inside the blue line, thus the offside.
Just prior to the 10-minute mark of the period, the Czechoslovakian team had a very, very close chance around Rogie Vachon. They seemed to have a wide open net, and it seemed to just go off wide, but I think that Vachon got his stick out and on the puck, something that he has done very, very often in this championship, particularly when he's had breakaways against him.
Shots on goal up to this point. Canada has outshot Czechoslovakia 26-17. In behind the Czechoslovakian goal, cleared up to Augusta at center. He couldn't get to it, then goes back to his own blue line, gives it to Pospisil, checked by Guy Lafleur. Here's Augusta, in over the line, going in with Chernik, a long shot, and that's wide of the Team Canada goal. Peter Mahavlich down the ice for Lafleur, racing after him. Mikosh going after him, takes a shot, juggled by Zarilla, but he holds on. And Phil Esposito there to give him a tap on the pads. Job well done.
It appears as if the Clark goal has really had a very positive impact on the general play of Team Canada. They seem to be in a kind of doldrums prior to that play. The momentum seemed to have been taken away from them. The Czechoslovakian team was very much on the upswing, and now the situation seems to be reversed, and Team Canada with a 3-2 lead and only 8:19 to go, they seem to be very encouraged at the moment.
Bobby Clark against Holinka for this face-off. To the left of Zarilla. Now both are waved out, a little too anxious to get the face-off underway before linesman Vladimir Schubert would drop it. A shot by Leach deflected wide, and Keuchel in the corner, checked by Bobby Clark, and Yuri Holick winds up. Holick, lead pass to Bubla. Holinka takes it in over the line. Watched by Savard, a shot in front, no one there. Keuchel slaps at it, a weak shot taken by Orr, ahead to Leach. Leach all alone, right in on goal, a shot, and Zarilla stops that. As Reggie Leach was set up by Bobby Orr. Holick inside his own blue line. Coming back for Czechoslovakia. Gives it to Holinka. Holinka right in front. That deflection goes wide. Back come Team Canada. Barber to Savard. Going in with Leach. Taken by Martinez. Vladimir Martinez behind his own goal. Coming back for Czechoslovakia. Watched by Darryl Sittler. Had it knocked off his stick. Lanny McDonald runs into Keuchel. Still has the puck. At the side of the net to Sittler. Back to Gainey, his shot. And he sent that one low and wide. Another shot. And that's wide as well. Savard keeps it in. As Canada putting on the pressure. Keuchel runs into McDonald. Sittler tries to get to it, and Bubla of Czechoslovakia circling around, kept in by Gainey. Gainey's shot deflected and goes wide. Gets it behind the net to Sittler. Darryl Sittler for Canada. Checked by Keuchel. And they finally hold it there for a whistle. Team Canada really pressing here in the third period.
I think that's what they were missing in the second period. They had the 2-goal lead. They tended to think that that might be enough, and given the way Vachon had played and the defense had played, it seemed as if it might be. But when you do sit back that way, you leave yourself very wide open. Here's the play that Reggie Leach let go a very hard shot, but Zarilla came out well, blocked the angle well, and got it in the midsection.
Race for the puck in the Team Canada zone. Stachny and Lapointe. Lapointe's there first. Stachny goes after it. They fight for it. Taken now by Bobby Hull. Hull for Canada. Circles back in behind his own net. Both teams are at full strength. 6 minutes and 33 seconds remain in the third period. Stachny going in with Peter Stachny. Takes it into the corner. Watched by Potvin and taken out of the play. Lapointe is checked. Stachny covers him up, and they hold it there for a face-off in the Team Canada corner. And this will be to the left of Rogie Vachon as Team Canada now decides to have a wholesale change. Peter Mohavlich, Esposito, and Lafleur with Savard and Bobby Orr. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remain in the third period. And, of course, if it's tied, it'll go into sudden death overtime. Canada 3 and Czechoslovakia 2. Stachny. That's Peter Stachny, number 26, waved out of the circle. And Marion Stachny will take the face-off, number 18, against Phil Esposito. Esposito wins the draw, goes to Peter Mohavlich. He just clears it down the ice, and Vorjak going back for it. Watched by Esposito, goes behind his own goal, in front of Peter Stachny. Over on the far side, Marion Stachny in over the line, gets a shot, knocked down. Vorjak goes in after it, or checks him. Lafleur's turned around. Peter Stachny gets it. Checked by Mohavlich. Mohavlich races in, takes the pass, and circles around. Here's Esposito's shot. Zarilla grabs that. And Vladimir Zarilla is certainly in top form. He's made several key stops, especially here in the third period.
Zarilla is the kind of goaltender. Here's the play. Peter Mohavlich, the pass just too far. He backhands it out to Esposito. Zarilla positions himself very well, cuts the angle, and receives the shot. Here's another angle of the same play. A shot from Esposito, and Zarilla was right there.
5 minutes and 45 seconds remain in the third period. Canada 3, Czechoslovakia 2. Oh, and Chernik is hit hard by Dennis Potvin, and there will be a penalty. Elbowing penalty to Dennis Potvin as he nailed Chernik at the Team Canada blue line. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Back at the Montreal Forum, Bernie Pascal along with Ken Dryden, and we look at that penalty, Ken.
It's another look at the penalty. Chernik trying to go by on the outside of Potvin. Potvin hit him very hard and was called for elbowing.
And the time of the penalty, 14:23. Czechoslovakia on the power play. Orr intercepts that pass, takes it for Canada, coming to center, runs into Martinez, but clears the puck down the ice. Bobby Clark going in against Pospisil, tries to get a face-off there. Barber goes in to help out. Here comes Martinez. Martinez going in with Novi. In over the line. Martinez still has it. Augusta trailing, takes the pass. Augusta drops it back to Novi. Novi at the side. Czechoslovakia on the power play. Goes to Martinez. In the corner, back to Mikos. Winds up his shot. Scores! Augusta on the rebound. What a gift that was. Augusta left all alone. Takes the rebound off Vachon and just tucks it into the middle of the net. And it's a 3-3 tie.
Puck came back to Makac, who is their best shooter. Lets the shot go. Vachon has it deflect off his leg right to Augusta, who puts it in. Here's another shot of it. Back to Makac again. The shot, Augusta off to the side where he always is. And he had so much time, he appeared almost to be very nervous, and I'm sure he was very much afraid that he was going to miss that open net.
Augusta scoring for Czechoslovakia, and it's a 3-3 tie. 4 minutes and 59 seconds remain here in the third period. Czechoslovakia definitely needs a victory to stay alive. A Canadian win would give them the Canada Cup. And play underway. Here's the announcement.
Czechoslovakia's goal scored by number 16, Josef Augusta. Assist number 4, Aldrich Mashak. And number 10, Vladimir Martinek. At 15 minutes, 1 second.
15:01, the time of that goal, and it's a 3-3 tie. The puck was gloved in the Czechoslovakian zone, so they'll bring it back. A power play goal, Augusta from Mikosh and Martinets. 15:01 here of the third period. The other Czechoslovakia goal scorers tonight, Bozar and Novi. And the Czechoslovakian coach, Dr. Jan Starcy, looking on. Great concern with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Back to Bobby Hull. Hull gives it to Orr. His shot. Stop the rebound. And Zarilla stops that. Back comes Keuchel. Keuchel a long pass to Martinets. In over the line. Checked by Savard. Taken in front. And a good poke check there by Vachon. Savard. Checked by Martinets. Peter Stastny. Martinets at center. Runs into Dion. Has the puck. And fires it into the Team Canada corner. Vachon leaves it for Orr. Hull on the far side. He runs into Bubla. Check. Here's Peter Stastny. Shot hits Orr. Another shot. Scores! And Bobby Orr is hurt. Czechoslovakia takes the lead. That first shot hit Orr, and he got up slowly, but he appears to be all right.
Just a great play on the boards there by, I think it was Bubla, who was checked out of the play, but had the presence of mind to stick his stick out. And the Team Canada player trying to get by, had the puck bounce off his stick, out in front, a series of shots in the goal. A perfect shot right in off the post. A very excellent play by the Czechoslovakian player along the boards. He had no right to have the ability to make that play, because he seemed to be effectively taken out of the play.
That goal scored at the 16-minute mark of the third period. Pospisil to Novi. His shot, the rebound in front. And Chernik almost got that one home. Here comes Esposito. Into the corner. Guy Lafleur and Augusta going after it. Augusta slaps at it. Potvin tries to get it out. Esposito runs into Pospisil, and they get a face-off. 3 minutes and 38 seconds remain. Here in the third period, Czechoslovakia leading by a score of 4-3. The goal scored by Marian Stastny from Bubla and Pollock at the 16-minute mark. 2 goals in 59 seconds. And Czechoslovakia has a 4-3 lead. Augusta to Pospisil. Checked by Phil Esposito. Lafleur in to help out. And got it to Sittler, but it went off his stick. Lafleur in behind the net. Mikosh lost it. Here's Potvin winding up. A shot hits the side of the net. Augusta and Sittler. Taken to Novi. Novi just dumps it out to center. Lapointe and Chernik. Lapointe gets to it first. Mikosh to Novi. Novi in over the line. Watch why Lapointe falls, and Lapointe takes the puck. Lapointe back up to center ice. 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Czechoslovakia 4, Canada 3. Novi on the left wing side. Just clears it outside the blue line. Leach to Esposito. Esposito. Watched by Pospisil. Check. And it goes out where Orr's back on the ice. Sittler. He's checked and knocked down by Pospisil. Mikosh tries to get it out. Hits referee Dahlberg. Ivan Holinka down the left wing side. In over the line. Takes it to the corner. A shot. Loved by Vachon. Pollock right there at the doorstep. Darryl Sittler tries to get it out for Canada. 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Holinka intercepts. Bobby Clark will try now for Canada. Clark just dumps it into the corner. Leach in after it. Leach behind the goal in front. Set it, score! Harvard!
Here's the play again. Dumped out in front of the net. And in the Czechoslovakian team, once again, demonstrating the problems that they have behind their net and in front of their net. Most of the offense that Team Canada has been able to generate has come from those two particular areas, and unless they're able to shut that off, they're going to be continuously in jeopardy.
Bill Barber.
Bill Barber gets the goal from Leach and Clark at 17:48 here of the third period, and it's a 4-4 tie. Robinson feeds it past the shot. Shot it over the line. A shot. Zerilla stops that. LaFleur missing on the rebound. 1 minute, 58 seconds remain in the third period. Shot. Zerilla kicks that out. Stastny clears it down the ice. Robinson checks him. And Czechoslovakia will be called for icing. A 4-4 tie. 1 minute and 48 seconds remain in the third period.
One would think at this stage of the game that the two teams would be so tight that they'd be playing very, very defensive hockey. Instead, it's wide open. Here's Shutt coming in. Zerilla making a save, being off balance, but having the presence of mind to clear his own rebound. A very good play.
One minute and 48 seconds remain in the third period, a 4-4 tie. LaPointe shoot. Oh, and Zerilla kicked that out. Action galore here in the dying moments of the third period. And the crowd, the capacity crowd here at the Forum enjoying this as the two coaches look on and very concerned Dr. Jan Starcy of Czechoslovakia.